Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of UC Tech Chat. Today we're going to be talking about UC and how it helps onboard and train new employees. And joining me is Jason Mefford. Hi Jason.
Hey Julie, how are you?
I'm doing great, how about you?
Doing fantastic.
So you're a manager, right?
I am.
How many folks do you manage?
I have about 17.
17. So why don't we use you as an example?
Okay.
And tell us how UC helps you onboard and then trains the new folks who come on board.
Okay. For me, I think we're similar to a lot of businesses. We use a lot of the same tactics like product training, technology training, industry training, the traditional type methods, job shadowing. But for us, the phone system, we leverage heavily through that onboarding process. Features like Monitor, Whisper, Barge are essential in helping us onboard our employees quickly.
Gotcha. What are the three most important considerations for training and onboarding a new employee?
I would say for me, the three most important is going to be fast turn up. I want to know that when I hire an employee, I can get them producing extremely quick, and using the phone system is essential for that. It also really doesn't matter the size of your team, if it's a 3-person team or a 150-person team. These features can help any business scale. So fast turn up is going to be essential. I also want to know that they're having quality conversations with our customers, and that comes from situational knowledge, product knowledge, and a lot of that can be learned through the sales staff that they're listening in on calls, learning how they overcome objections and what they do on their calls to be successful. And then finally, that ongoing mentoring. Once you get them 60% of the baseline knowledge to begin their job, you need to fill in that 40% to make sure they're as efficient and productive as they can be.
Fantastic. What are some phone system features to look for to assist in employee development?
I would say Monitor, Whisper, Barge, which I've mentioned a couple of times already, is going to be essential. Call recording is also beneficial. Reporting is going to be important, and then unified communications, which you mentioned, those are probably the 4 most important.
So when you talk about monitoring, whispering, and Barge, does that kind of throw off the employee when you whisper in their ear?
It does, and so you got to prep them, during that training process to make sure that, when they hear another person on the call that they didn't know was there, they don't, say something inappropriate.
Gotcha. Tell me about some specific implementation examples that you think will apply to most businesses.
Yeah, so I've got really 4 good use cases for how my team uses all those features I mentioned. For Monitor, Whisper, Barge, when a new employee starts, they listen in on the senior employees to learn how they overcome objections and what they do to be successful. And then in reverse, once those people go live, my senior reps listen in on the new reps' calls to provide mentoring and training based on how they're doing with their initial calls. As far as call recording goes, never fails when I want to listen in on one of my employees. I'm on the phone, so I can't, right at that moment listen in, so I record the call, can go back later and provide mentoring after the fact. Reporting is going to be essential as well because, the old saying of what gets measured gets done. If I'm getting daily, weekly, and monthly reporting for my team, I can know how those people are doing, how they compare against their peer group, and if they're competitive, having a peer group report really helps. And then finally, unified communications, having the ability to do those features from your handset, monitor your individuals from multiple endpoints, those types of features are great.
Terrific. Well, it's been great having you here, and as a manager, being able to share really real-life examples of how you use it. So thanks so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week for UC Tech Chat.